Hi, Darvis White here, and welcome to Sculpt of Warrick, Dunn, Charities, where we teach about healthy food choices made easy. This amazing series is a partnership with of Salt and Soil Wellness Solutions and Usher's New Look Foundation. I am here today with the founder of Salt and Soil, the emotional wellness chef, Jasmine Simone. We're here at the kitchen of Usher's New Look Foundation. So let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking.
I have a question, and it's the holiday. However, at the same time, I would love to have something healthy to present, something with soul food elements, but also very healthy.
Okay.
What can you suggest?
Definitely doable. My suggestion is taking a staple that someone loves, like sweet potatoes, right? And thinking of how we can, instead of just traditionally baking the sweet potatoes with butter and sugar and cinnamon and putting them in the oven, think about how we can use the whole sweet potato like a sweet potato bowl, right? And we could put in maybe a mixture of quinoa and greens and other vegetables that can go all in there, right? So we're gonna show you how to first make the quinoa, the greens, put those together and just simply make stuffed quinoa greens sweet potatoes, okay? So these are all the traditional foods, right, that people love to eat this time of year.
Yeah.
Sweet potatoes, you got your greens. It's not rice, but quinoa is like rice, but it's
Almost like a stuffing.
way more
like
protein.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
almost
a
like
really
stuffing,
good stuffing,
Yeah,
right?
it's good.
Exactly. On our last vlog, we made some delicious holiday greens, and so we have some of those. So check out that recipe for this recipe. And then we have, so when we talk about meal prep, we want to talk about making something in bulk, right? Shopping in the bulk aisle, or just making and then taking those items in bulk. A lot of times when people think about bulk, they think solely about shopping at a bulk store like a Costco or something like that. But there are other things, ways that you can shop in bulk to save, to balance your budget. And one of those ways is shopping in the bulk section or a store that has a bulk section. So with that being said, we've prepped some quinoa. What I like to do is make a big pot of quinoa, and I'll make several different kinds of dishes with that quinoa throughout the week. So I have my greens. We're gonna stuff our sweet potatoes with quinoa and greens. All right, and we got that much. And then we're going to simply mix these two together. So we're making just quinoa greens, really, if you want to call it that, right? So we made the quinoa separately. You have the recipe for the greens. You saw me make those in another blog. So we're mixing these together, and we're gonna stuff these in our sweet potatoes and make a nice little basil sauce to go on top. So I'm gonna bring these over to the counter. Okay, so basically, so you saw how we did the greens and quinoa, we mixed that together, and now that we're here, we're about to start plating. I've already plated some up, but just so you can see what we're doing. And to make these sweet potatoes, I got these sweet potatoes from one of our sponsor partners. I got these sweet potatoes from one of our food partners, True Living Well, Center for Urban Agriculture. And all I did was take the sweet potato, cut it in half, and put it in the oven, right? And after I put it in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and put some greens and quinoa inside, and then I'm going to plate this and make a little sauce, right? Nice. And so it's all about the presentation. We have a lot over here lined up. So then we're going to make a little mayo sauce, okay? I'm gonna use this plant-based mayo, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Again, thank you to our friends over at 7 Island Natural Foods Market for these yummy treats. And then we have some basil. We're gonna go ahead and cut up that basil and this.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And then we're just making a little sauce. We'll put something in here, and we're just gonna take this fresh basil mayo sauce and put like a dollop, just a dollop on the top of our sweet potatoes, just for a little bit of, flavor. How's that look?
Just really good.
Just gonna put a dollop there.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
And don't worry, if it gets a little mixed up, it still tastes delicious. I promise you. Okay.
Right, so yeah, this is very, I mean, and even the colors have a holiday themed color to it. Like I mentioned with the quinoa, there's like a stuffing element attached there.
Yeah.
And also looks amazing on the plate. So it's good.
It does, and then we're gonna just give it a little bit of cayenne pepper on top,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
a little bit of cracked pepper. And these almost kind of look like those kind of deviled eggs that people like to eat, right? Too.
Yes.
They have that whole bean going on there. So
That is
here's
amazing.
that.
All right. Wow.
So here's traditional meets healthy.
Yes.
Right? The
Yeah.
best of both worlds to help you balance your mind, your body, and your budget.
Nice. Well, thanks, Jasmine. Once again, thank you to some of our partners, 790 Foods, Truly Living Well, Ursula's New Look Foundation, as well as of Salt and Soil. We'd like to also thank our chef, Jasmine Simone, our emotional wellness chef, Jasmine Simone. And thank you for tuning in to Sculpt.